What is going on, guys? Today, I'm going to be giving my full review on Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's going to split it up in two parts. I was going to go, here's the first part, so we're going to talk about no non-spoiler. But this will be non-spoiler, spoiler. When the spoilers come, I will tell you. We'll give you time to click off, so you don't get this amazing game spoiled for you. So, let's start off, first off, with what is it done. Well, spoiler-free, this first part. What does it do different than other open world games? You've probably heard this a lot. You've probably heard, well, I mean, what does it do different than Skyrim? What does it do different than The Witcher? Not just Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls. What does it do better than any other game? And I had to think about this for a while. And I gotta say, the system to where everything is different, and you have to go to every area, and you want to go to every area because of shrines. These shrines remind me a lot like Far Cry stuff, where you have to go and you have to unlock a shrine to get the rest of the map. It reminds me a lot like Far Cry, and you actually need to go out of your way to kill enemies instead of a game like Skyrim where you can skip past some enemies, or a game like The Witcher where you can just get past a bunch of enemies. You actually have to kill enemies because what you need to do is you need to get monster parts, and you need to actually get these different these different lizard tails and stuff, and different items to where you could cook it into a potion so you can go to different areas. So, for instance, there's a snow area and there's a hot area, a Death Mountain, and you have to go to each area by getting the respected items so you can craft and then be able to go up to Death Mountain, or be able to go up to the snowy area to get more things and more potions, and craft more potions. And then you also have to kill enemies to get food, and food's a huge factor in the game since there's no regenerating health. So I think what it does different is a lot of things, but at the same time it feels a little same as some games, except it kind of tries to take its own approach. But some things they actually do worse, like combat kinda seems a little... I guess combat's actually pretty fluid, but there's some moments where you hit and it just feels a little clunky, but that's just like nitpicking it. I would just be nitpicking it, which I'm not gonna do. So I guess combat's decent for an RPG game, not as clunky as Skyrim or something like Dark Souls. But yeah, so the combat and the world exploration is great. I do think the game is kind of lacking. There's no New Game Plus at launch, which I think was kind of a bad opportunity, a missed opportunity, because I kind of want to replay that game with my weapons. Hard Mode's coming out this summer, but we don't know what that is. That we might have to restart it. We don't know if it's a New Game Plus, or we don't know if you get to keep the weapons. Maybe you do. I hope you do, because I want to be able to use different weapons to kill the early game bosses, the bosses again, but they're higher level. That'd be kind of cool, especially with some of the early game bosses that were a lot of fun to go through, but were slightly too easy. It'd be better for an upscaled version of that boss. There's a lot of different memories, a lot of different things you can do. Cutscenes are polished, great. The story, the main quests are great. The side missions are very intrigues you to want to complete it completely. You don't just want to skip side quests. Sometimes you want to do side quests instead of the main quest, just so you can get higher up, so you can defeat final bosses, the final boss and different bosses and stuff. So overall, I find the game is fun, and it's polished, and it's and you can really tell Nintendo's put a lot of time into it. Now, going to spoilers, I'll give you some time to click off the video. Alright, so the Divine Beasts. They are great. The Divine Beasts are amazing. They're really interesting because it's a giant metal frame of like an animal, for instance. For instance, the first Divine Beast is an elephant, and it's a metal outframe of this elephant, and you basically have to destroy the elephant to where the shields go down to where you go inside the elephant, and you basically have to shut down the Divine Beast with these puzzles. And then after you're all done figuring out where all of these puzzles are, all these terminals, you then and then exit out, you activate the final terminal and have this boss where you fight a Ganon, a different type of Ganon for the respected thing. So, for instance, for the Divine Beast bird, you actually have to fight a Wind-Blight Ganon, which will actually fly up in the air, and you have to fly up in the air with it and shoot it down. It's kind of cool, and then you have the Fire Blight Ganon, which you'll fight towards the end around Death Mountain, and there's like a bunch of different bosses that really represent different animals, and I find that really cool. I've never actually seen that being done before in a video game. Actually ever. I haven't seen like where each boss represents animals. I've seen like names of representing animals, but like it's really cool. And then once you complete that Divine Beast, you get that power, that Divine Beast. So for instance, the first Divine Beast will give you a free revive after 30 minutes, I think it is. Or the second Divine Beast, this is the order I went in. You don't have to go in this order. Second Divine Beast will give you this lightning strike by holding down the attack button, or the other Divine Beast will allow you to launch up in the air like a bird, and then the last Divine Beast will give you the shield around you, where if they hit you, they fly back, but it takes away one of your shields. Usually the ones regenerate in 3 minutes, but of course the revive, so it doesn't become overpowered, regenerates in 30 minutes. So the Divine Beasts are very well created, very well crafted. That really pushes it up from other games. It's not just a bullet sponge. You smack, and you just kill it. Each boss has different phases, and the Ganons are pretty unique. I do wish they had different bosses, like not just Ganon. But yeah, that's why I said that I wanted to revisit them with the New Game Plus, because New Game Plus, all those bosses would be really cool. Let's talk the final boss. This, again, I'm going to give you a little more time to click off. Alright, so the final boss. The final boss, when you walk into the boss gate, you're going to have to fight a Fire Blight Ganon, which is the boss that you should have just fought at Death Mountain. I think that it would have been cooler if they did a different Ganon, like maybe an ice Ganon or something kind of cool like that, like a Ganon that shoots ice at you, or I don't know. But when you kill him, Zelda, which is the princess, will not be able to keep the Calamity Ganon, which they reference a lot in the game. The Calamity Ganon is like this big, powerful beast that could just destroy you. She can't keep him. She's been keeping him contained in Hyrule Castle, so he doesn't bust out and screw up Hyrule completely. So, well, basically, when you walk through it and you kill the Fire Blight Ganon, she can't contain it anymore. So the Ganon falls down and breaks the floor, and then you have to fight the Calamity Ganon himself. And as you kill the Divine Beasts, you'll get they'll like perch up and they'll have these lasers pointing down at Hyrule Castle. And if you killed all 4 Divine Beasts, all 4 lasers will shoot into them and bring them down to half health. If you've only killed 3, it's a quarter health. If you've only killed 2, he'll actually only be at a little bit of health, and it'll be really hard to kill him, because you want him down to half health, because his first phase itself is kind of annoying and hard. If you have the Master Sword, it's a lot easier, so I'd recommend going and trying to find the Master Sword before fighting him. It is possible, according to my friend at school, it's possible to kill him with a normal sword. I didn't think it was, because they kept referencing that in order to kill him, you'd need the Master Sword, or the Great Sword that seals the darkness. So, I don't know. Maybe you can kill him normally. Who knows? Master Sword does not break, by the way, so the durability thing is definitely it's not really a problem, because you'll be getting a lot of weapons through your way, like Reggie said. You'll be getting a lot of weapons through your whole journey, you'll be getting a bunch of unique weapons through your whole journey. So breaking weapons is kind of annoying, but especially when you get a cool weapon like a fire sword, but you can just get that fire sword again. There's a lot of replacements and stuff. So once you've killed, back to on topic, when you killed the Calamity Ganon, he'll go into this fire shield, and you'll have to use your lightning attack, so you'll want to kill the second Divine Beast to knock him down, and you slice him. I think that was pretty unique and cool, and it'll climb up and use all the other Divine Beast's powers. When you kill him, Zelda will still be contained, and there'll be a giant darkness divine beast. There'll be a ginormous beast that will just like cover up the whole mountaintop, and you're riding on a horse, and it's raining, and it's really epic, and this part really got me, because it was so cool. Zelda will actually pop up Triforce symbols on the boss, and you have to shoot it with the iconic light bow, which you only get, for this one part. You actually, when you beat the game, you hit the ending cutscene, and then you never are able to load up that save. So you don't get to keep the light bow. I guess that's for spoilers. You don't get to keep any of the endgame weapons in Hyrule Castle. So that's kind of annoying. You'd actually have to go outside of Hyrule Castle and collect different things like the Hyrulean shield and stuff. I think it would have been cool to be able to save with light bow. Maybe you'll be able to do that with the hard mode. I don't know, but it kind of annoys me that I can't save with the light bow, because the light bow is really cool and iconic. Let's talk about the shrines, different puzzles. Different puzzles are pretty unique. There's over 100 of them, which really, you need to do them. You can't just skip them, because you need to upgrade your hearts to get the Master Sword, or if you want to upgrade your stamina, you want to get hearts. You need to get hearts, to survive in this world. So, overall, I like the game. I think it's good. I think it's well crafted. It obviously shows that Nintendo put a lot of work into it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give this game a 10 out of 10. This game is phenomenal. If you own a Nintendo Switch, or even a Wii U, don't get a Switch yet. Get the Wii U version. Trust me, it'll be good in the long run, unless you're really, really looking forward to Mario Odyssey or Splatoon 2.